Sometimes people first create a longer version of a work that they're producing and then later kind of shorten and condense it and summarize it for those looking for the shorter summary. Well, today's video is actually the opposite. This is the condensed, shortened version of what I will be discussing on the live stream tomorrow. First is that I want to include your questions, objections, and comments in the live stream tomorrow. So if you watch this and you have questions about anything I say, comment below or join the live stream tomorrow, and I want to interact with your questions personally. Second is that some people just are looking for that condensed version. So here it is, but know that if you want more information on anything I mentioned, you can watch the live stream either live tomorrow or at a later date. Know that that information is there. The third reason, and most important, is that tomorrow during the live stream, I will be giving away this book, Always Be Ready by Hugh Ross and Kathy Ross, and I wanted to give you that heads up. It's only to those watching live. Hugh Ross is a Christian astrophysicist, and many times he has used the scientific observations to share the truth of Christianity with people and evangelize. And this book gives story after story of his experience of how discussing science with people has ended up leading people to Christ. It's a fabulous resource for those of you who want to take the scientific information that we're going to talk about and actually use it to share Christ with people. So join the live stream tomorrow for your chance to win this book. But probably the reason you clicked on this video is to see what are these 6 reasons why I think the Christian worldview and biblical observation is consistent with scientific observation. The first way in which I see the Christian worldview as being consistent with scientific observation is that we see design in nature. There are things that are designed, and the best explanation is that there is a designer. The second observation is one I talked about not long ago in my interview with William Lane Craig, and it's that we are seeing that something outside of our universe brought it into being, something that is very consistent with the claims of Scripture. Number 3 is that we are seeing that life does not come from non-life. There are good reasons to believe that non-living matter cannot produce living matter, but we have life. Where did it come from? I think the Christian worldview explains that well. Number 4 is that we are observing that there's an intention and order in creation, that things exist for a certain purpose, and a purposer, I think, makes the most sense. Number 5 is that humans are the apex of creation, the final act and caretaker of creation. The 6th way in which I think the Bible's claims are consistent with scientific observation is that we are observing that there are limits to change in nature. Yes, things adapt. Yes, there is evolution, but there is a limit to how much something can evolve. And I think the Bible's claims of how creation took place and what we see in our scientific observation are consistent in that way. So comment below with your questions and objections to what I just said, and then join the live stream tomorrow or watch it later as I go more in depth as I share why the Christian worldview better explains what we observe in science. Have your chance to win Always Be Ready by Hugh Ross.